And now, Action News Now Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
We're taking a live look now over Trinity County. The orange glow of the sky there where the Monument and the McFarland fires are burning and pushing out a lot of smoke.
Meteorologist Patrick Wright has been tracking all the conditions for us now. Patrick, what are we seeing around those fires and the communities that are at risk?
Yeah, the biggest concern right now are those winds out there, and it is going to be determined by the hills, the ridges, and the valleys. Some ridges may block things, some of them may enhance the wind, so that is something we have to pay attention to going forward. Here's a view of the active fires burning in the area, zooming into the Monument fire. The wind is coming out of the northeast, so we do see some of the direction of the fire shifting to follow where the wind is going. But again, it depends on the topography or the ridges, the valleys, and the shape of them and how that enhances or reduces the wind risk. That is something we have to keep an eye on going forward with a lot of these fires. But zooming over to the McFarland fire, the same thing. We have to keep an eye on how the mountains and the valleys will impact a lot of these winds. The higher elevations will be more exposed to a lot of the main winds in the upper atmosphere. But because of the fire danger and the winds, we do have a red flag warning in effect through 8 p.m. on Thursday. Gusts up to about 40 miles an hour are possible, especially when the valleys constrict a lot of the wind flow and make it go faster. So that is another thing we have to keep an eye on. But looking at the valley, though, wind at this point in time has decreased in the last hour or so, but it is still hefty enough to really get some of the fires going if they get started. Temperatures, though, low 90s for the most part, upper 70s towards the mountains, but this low pressure towards our northeast will continue to influence our weather for the next couple of days. The winds will begin to die down as we head into the day on Thursday, but they are still significant enough to cause a concern for some of the fire danger, especially looking at some of the peaks and again in between the mountains, in the canyons and the valleys. But going forward into Thursday afternoon, we do see some of the winds still maintaining their posture at 20 miles per hour in some cases, but things begin to calm down going forward. However, Friday we do see the chance for a little bit of a gusty condition though. But things do calm down for the weekend nicely. However, we do see temperatures cooling off as time goes on. Temperatures though, low 90s for some, mid 80s for the rest in the mountains region. So lighter winds and less fire danger up in these regions. Same thing with the Cascades and the Sierra Mountains, mid 70s for the most part, and then 80 to mid 80s for those in lower elevations. But looking towards the ridge, 90 degrees in Paradise, 89 in Magalia. Again, the fire danger will be the main concern for tomorrow with some of the gustier winds. But looking at the forecast for the highs tomorrow, in the North Valley, mid 90s for the most part. Then 69 degrees for Chico this evening, 94 for the high tomorrow. So this begins our stair step down of our temperatures over the next couple of days. Jumping up to the 7-day forecast though, we still have the fire danger to contend with tomorrow. However, look at the weekend. That is going to be some pleasant weather if you can get past all the smoke in the air. 86 degrees for the high, 88 on Sunday. But same thing for Redding. They actually get down to 89 degrees with the cooler temperatures coming up. So we do have to watch for the potential of haze in the area, but the temperatures are going to feel really good, especially some of the sleeping weather with temperatures approaching the low 60s to mid 60s throughout the rest of this week overnight. So that'll be the good news coming up, but again, we have to get through the fire danger this evening and tomorrow.